Hi, how you doing? I'm back with another video. I'm outside, got my grill going. You probably can't see all the way over there. Watching a little movie on YouTube. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations. My sincere condolences. And happy Father's Day. I usually don't celebrate Father's Day because my father died when I was 9, a long, long time ago. So, and when my Uncle Richard passed, that was the end of, you know, my Father's Day. My husband is not my father. I don't have any children by him, so I didn't have to have my kids, you know, Father's Day. But today is Sunday the 18th. It's Father's Day. But it's also the day that my mom had her second stroke that took her life. Well, even then, it didn't take her life, but it put her in a coma. And a lot of you don't notice that when your people have some kind of illness that they're not going to recover from, and they have them on life support, you think that they're going to stay on life support. But no, they have so many days that they're going to keep them on life support. Now, they'll extend the time if they have to wait for people to come out of town, like when my niece's father died, and we had to wait for his mom to come from out of town. And, they held it then. He was the first one I seen them pull the plug on, and that was horrible. So, but it also, I thought I knew what was going to happen to my mom. But the old girl fooled her, and she lived 72 hours. So it was that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, in the wee hours of the morning, she went on. And I have a picture of me holding her hand. And as I do these videos, I see myself looking more and more like my mom. My mannerisms, of course, we look like mom. I'm not tall like her. My father was tall too, but the people on my father's side were short outside of him. And so I guess I'm short like them. But my other sisters are tall like my mom. But I'm feeling good. Said I wasn't going to stop all that fidgeting and frowning. But I miss my mom. I love her. She was my person, you know? She was my go to. She was my everything, my first teacher, my first love. She was everything. And like most kids do. Oh, Lord. I didn't think that it would be that hard to talk about her today. Since we're part of the White Carnation group, Mother's Day, that was always a good day for us. Wound up being nothing. I'm sorry. I did not mean to come on here and be so sad. It wasn't sad until I started talking about her. And I don't mean to be sad because there were so many wonderful things about Dorothy Mae Jackson. Sick, rheumatic fever, couldn't go to school as a child, but got in them books and taught herself. She loved politics. She loved current events. Oh, she had an opinion. She was the average woman. And even though that woman, that uneducated, unloved woman, scrubbed floors for a living, she was somebody's girl, but she was always my queen. So today, for all you mothers who had to be fathers too, I salute you. I would talk about my father on this Father's Day. But being 9 when he passed, I hardly knew. I know that I have 3 sets of sisters. It's the 3 of us who were the last, but I don't know if Karen and Sharon were number 2 and Barbara and Wilma were the first set because I want to think that Barbara and Wilma were number 1. Karen and Sharon were number 2, and we were number 3 because we were little girls when we had the 2 pictures on the mantle, and they were little girls. And my father was going to the workhouse for not paying child support, even though he had a good job at Republic Steel. So on this Father's Day, I want you fathers to know, you men, you boys, you males, I should say, that's going out there spreading your seed but not tending to it. Shame on you, especially in this day and age where you got people running rabid. Running just wow. Sorry, I was trying to wait for the traffic to pass. I live on a street where a lot of traffic leads to the light, so in the park, so a lot of people come up and down. My apologies for that. But I gotta tend to my meeting. While I tend to my meeting, watch Sherelle's World on YouTube. I might as well talk to you. But you don't think about the child while you, and nobody thinks about it when you're with a woman and you're intimate. But women have more, tighten up yourself. Stop raw dogging these nothing guys. And then you expect them to be fathers when you're not even in a relationship. And a lot of you know, even when you're in a relationship and it's just the two of us, if that's not right, baby not gonna make it right. Today, with so much racial entitlement, you need men in the homes. Who's protecting the African American woman? Who's protecting the African American kids? We need to start tightening up our family situation. You can't keep using them streets as an excuse. A lot of you done got 10 years older. Even the rappers older now. I mean, Snoop Dogg ain't out there crip walking no more. You know, West Side for life, I understand that. But times is changing where we need to regroup. You know, you can't be bees and hoes your whole life. You have to be women and men and mothers and fathers. Spend time with your children. Don't just Father's Day come and some men are not. I mean, what do you want your kids to do? You never spent time with them. You never took them nowhere. You didn't even take your son to get a haircut. You didn't want to be bothered with them because you have no pride about that's your seed. That comes from not being in a relationship, not having that bond, that love, because it was just an evening you spent with somebody. So, I mean, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Even when I was young, and our we girls used to keep condoms in our purse. Because who won? Just because you found him attractive that night didn't mean that you would find him attractive in the morning. So you have to have pride about yourself, what you want to do. So, hey, but I got a scan coming up next month. Uh, this is my second one. So I know we hoping for more shrinkage. If you got an inch lesion and then you got a little bit shorter, but you still got all of this left. I mean, an inch doesn't seem big, but it's big when it's on your liver. And I'm getting nervous. I'm getting on edge because I wanted to be gone. Like I said, this was different when I had breast cancer and I knew that it was a .05. You know, a .05 is not even a stage. But to have stage 4 pancreas cancer, oh Lord, it's more than a notion. It's more than a notion. Because you don't want the hurt to be on the faces and the hearts of the ones you love and the ones that love you. 7/20. I started Nigerian Queen LLC. I hit that button. That was on the Wednesday. That Saturday, I got the diagnosis. 20, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So on 7/22, I'll be in this fight 1 year. Thank you, Lord, for the ability to fight. My third disease since 2018. Each one was a serious one. Last month, I turned right 5 years old since I had my heart attack. That makes 4 since I had breast cancer, and a year since I've been in the fight of pancreatic cancer. Feel like Oprah Winfrey in The Color Purple. Sadie, all my life I've had to fight. Sadie, you know? So I've always fought for the underdog. I don't know why. I don't know why. Even as a kid, I always fought for the kid that was being picked on, being bullied. I remember Mary, we were in junior achievement out in Cleveland Heights. A girl come in the bathrooms picking on her. We was scrapping in that bathroom. I believe I told y'all the story in one of my other videos. Check out my other videos and you'll maybe hear the story about junior achievement and John Adams and Mary scrapping in the bathroom. Took the girl wig and threw it in the toilet, dumped it up and down, and threw it back out. Stop picking on me. And that fight caused a big old to do at John Adams. But hey, it was worth it. I wouldn't doubt it. And I like to explain my other video that's up about being human. I'm sitting up here looking at my tree line now, and I just can't believe. I know how these boys felt when they started picking on them before the police killed them, thinking if it was mine. I just thank the Lord. I just thank the Lord that the Cleveland police didn't keep picking with my husband, throw him on the ground. I just keep thinking about George Floyd and thinking about how that Cleveland police officer purposely said something smart to the other three before he called my husband whatever name he called him. And thank the Lord that my husband didn't hear him because he was getting his bags out the car after going shopping. And then he looked at him, and he walked on in the gate. And then they gonna look back and see me standing in the doorway. I had the door open. This door right here, I had it open. And I was hanging out the door because I was waiting with the dirty, rotten butts. We have African American police chief, and you ought to do something about them rotten OFAs you got on there starting trouble. Because as a person who done got old now, who done voted, paid taxes, worked for this city, and for you to come from some suburb and see you treat people of color with disrespect just because the color of their skin, just the way you feel, that's the way we feel. We feel free because we are. Our daddy didn't, our people didn't raise us. My grandfather couldn't stand you because he knew firsthand when the old face sicked his dog on him. And I'm not talking about the average Caucasian who mind their business and go to work, not caught up in this stuff. I'm talking about you, who's sitting up there with your great granddaddy. You the kidnappers. And I'm not bitter about it, even though it hurts me to know that my grandpa Frank on my father's side was a slave. It hurts me. It hurts me to know that my grandmother on my mother's side, my great 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 grandmother, great 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 great, came from Nigerian, was kidnapped, was afraid, was on those ships, bound and gagged. It hurts me how politicians, senators, congressmen, blatantly of the United States, blatantly if our congressmen and our senators are not right. What hope does America have? When you look at their nationalities, their people was born elsewhere. So how can you be better than us? I don't understand it. Kids. I don't understand. Your people from Germany, Switzerland, United Nations, wherever your, I mean, United Kingdom, wherever your people from, they came over here because they wanted a better life. But somewhere along the way, they forgot that, and they got their better life, but you don't want nobody else to have it. America is a melting pot because people wanted a better life, not because you want it, because you Caucasian. You wanted it, but you cheated the Indian people, sodomized, rape, incest, alcohol, which is why they generations on it. You give them nothing. At least they do have casinos. The least you can do for our men is to let them out and give them dispensaries. But who got the dispensaries? And who went to jail? The government alone owes the African American family $50 million. Some of them up front. What about the people in jail for drugs and y'all? The CIA brought the drugs here. The government. So why the government get to do it, but nobody else? The government is a trap. And that's why we need term limits. And that's why you need to vote. I can't go on no more. I'm just so upset. And my heart aches for the family in Akron who those 5 cops. Because you didn't have to be dirty. We get dirt enough from them. Then 5 African American men who, when they take that uniform off, you just a black man walking up and down the street and at any time could be accosted by the police. And you turn around your own people. That's because if you do your history, it's not about color, it's about tribe. You had a mixture of people back in the olden days, but they belonged to that same tribe, that same clan. I'm at the end of it. So I try not to worry about it because it's only going to get worse. And I thank the Lord I won't be here to see it. When I was a kid, they used to tell you always when you trust the police, then you get lost. You get a policeman, you'll find direction. I used that when my heart attack, when I told my husband to get that traffic cop and he got the ambulance for me for my heart attack. But today, in 2024, I'd be scared, apprehensive. I wouldn't be scared. But I wouldn't call the police on nobody to save my life. It had to really be something horrible to call the police. Well, my neighbor, 2 doors down, he was the one that flipped his car up on 22nd by the old bad boys, as they call it, juvenile center. Mother used to call it the bad kids. Juvenile. Bill, rest in peace, Bill. And even though he was acting erratic on this street, going to my other neighbor house, banging on the door, he hollering, get in the house, get in the house, get in the house. And I was like, Bill, what's wrong? What's wrong, Bill? Go home. Go home and lay down. Get you something to eat and lay down. And I knew something was wrong with him here, but I didn't want to call the police. I wish I knew a phone number for his people or where they was. I would have got him, told him there's something wrong with him. But I didn't want to call the police because he had some kind of mental thing going on. And I didn't trust him. I didn't trust him. I didn't trust him to care about him enough. You see, they done took protect and serve off their cars. We used to have protect and serve. They don't protect you. They hunt you. Some of them. Until the United States had a conversation on race, tell our city and state had a conversation on race. They so busy worrying about abortions. That is not your business. That's not your business what people do in the privacy of their homes. If people gonna say, oh, it's a baby. It's not a baby until a man and a woman say we getting ready to have this baby. Don't do that. Don't do that. How many kids have pro-life adopted? How many sponsorships has pro-life given to the states to aid for dependent children? How much have they donated? How many sponsorships to colleges and the better schools have pro-life did? How many parents have they sponsored to help take care of these kids if people don't have them? They get rid of them. Stay out of people's business till you really got some solutions. All it is smoke and mirrors. That's all. Smoke and mirrors. It's not your business. If it's not in your home, if it doesn't affect you and your family, it's not your business. How does how many children somebody have affect you? For real, in your everyday life. I'm talking to pro-life, because I'm pro-choice. Mind your business should be the mantra. I gotta go and check my meat, put my sides on. If you haven't joined my squad, got your support mug, I would appreciate it. For those of you who can, I have these purple and white wristbands for $5. They have the purple cancer ribbon on them. I have my purple Silk Squad hashtag fight for purple, which is my cancer, purple cancer. I have my mugs are $15. If you want to join my squad, please donate $15 to my Cash App. That's Silk Stockings 2011. Silk Stockings 2011 is my Cash App. My PayPal, you can do for Nigerian queens or for queens, but I really would appreciate those who can. When you support my squad, you support sanitary, I should say hygiene, snack packs, transportation, car fare, or parking fare for fellow cancer patients, and as well as myself. Don't forget about my Nigerian Queen personal care boutique. While I'm selling lip gloss, sound like I'm drinking, lip gloss, body butters, lashes, and bath bombs, and more. Book a party. I do lash and sip, paint and sip, gloss and sip, sew and sip. You can email me at nigerianqueen58 at gmail.com. You can text me your information because I'm going to need to know where to send these cuts, where to pick them up, or where to drop them off to. So, 216-870-5737. That's 216-870-5737. That's Nigerian Queen Personal Care Boutique. That's hashtag my charity of choice is hashtag fight for purple. That's my purple cancer. And I hope to see you some at a sit, paint and sip, lash and sip, or and a cut $5 wristband. I hope these videos will help somebody going through cancer, going through depression, going through whatever. Whatever. I do it for my family. Long after I'm gone, I want them to have something where I'm up and moving. We wish that for my mom, that we had videotaped more. If I get up, I would put up a picture of my mom. Hold on, I gotta check my grill. Now, this is my mom thing. See my Dorothy, this is my Nigerian queen. And this is me and my mom when she had her first stroke. But thank the Lord she knew who we were. And then when she had her next one, thank God, it just put her to sleep. So on this Father's Day, for you mothers who have to be mother and father, for you fathers out there, love your kids, love your children, help the women raise the children. We need to get stronger. I know it was bred out of you, but you gotta love your people. If you don't, who will? They not gonna. You see which way they going. And we are peaceful, fun-loving people by nature. But they lie, kill, steal, rape, and destroy. And when you come across one that isn't, it's funny. It's gonna tear apart families because families are intertwined. My family is intertwined. I don't know, people. Get it together. Start loving each other. Because you're going to lose the war. You're going to lose the fight because you don't have the tools that it needs. The mind. I don't know. If you join this channel, thought that it was going to be upbeat. I mean, some days it is, but right now it's about what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and I'm praying for our people. I'm praying for them to leave us alone, but that's not the way this going to play out. And I'm trying to drop a few diamonds to let you know, because one day, and it's not about these, it's about this and that. Arm yourself in the mind. But I'll be here. See how beautiful my flower growing. Isn't it pretty? Got my little flowers out on the porch. You know, get back, finish tend to my roses. You tend to your roses, to your people. Start writing letters. Start asking why. Start asking some questions and getting some answers and stop always just going along with the okie doke. You know what I mean? Watch this summer what program's gonna be for the kids. Ask your councilman what plan y'all talking about for our kids. Y'all study building up the city, making donuts for adults, making well, we know what you're doing. You're starting all over. You moving out us, moving in them. Now it's gonna be their turn to take over. That's why you're making the yards bigger, and you don't even know it, or you don't care. It's really a shame when you worked in this city and you can't afford nothing, and they outpricing you. They outpricing you. Homes, entertainment. It's a thing where they got theirs. That's all they worrying about. But hey, you got to start worrying about yours. Hmm. It's a bad week for me, but I hope you have a good week. Tomorrow starts my chemo. I gotta go get my blood drawn, and then Tuesday we'll see each other again. Fight continues. To my survivors, get yourself checked, because some of us have a repeat, and I never want you to get that blatant. Because see, I got caught with COVID. That's how. I mean, in COVID times, that's how I got Stage 4. I couldn't get to the doctor. Hospitals was closed. Check yourself. Don't just trust your doctor or your hospital. Because them mofos, they not for you either. They not. They say you got a team, but your team not looking out for you. The insurance company run the hospital. The insurance companies run the hospital, not the doctors and nurses. The insurance company feel they know more than the doctors and nurses that are dealing with you. So that's why my warriors, I know the fight is tough. Postpartum depression, anxiety, mental anguish, bills, domestic violence, bad landlords, bad employers. Don't give up, warriors. You keep fighting. I'm praying for you daily. Keep fighting. But you supporters, you real supporters that take care of yourself and them too, I salute you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart because I've been a supporter. I've been a supporter since I was a little girl, 9 years old. And 65 years later, I'm still supporting. It's hard to get a real supporter. People talk that talk, but very few walk that walk. I've walked that long, tiresome walk and still had to pull off my part in my life. So I know the sacrifices you supporters make. And I can't do nothing but just thank you because it's the hardest job. But we can't stay in the war without you. So you keep on. You keep on supporting. Shout out to my nephews who are fathers. Happy Father's Day. My cousins who are fathers. Happy Heavenly Father's Day to my father, my uncles, my brother Jamie, who never had a chance to be a father. Shout out to all the fathers, African American fathers, shot by the police, never to see their kids again, beaten, never to make babies. Shout out to you for liking, for subscribing, sharing my video, for talking about it. Shout out to the haters out there, because I'm sure there's plenty of them. But I'm praying for you too. Shout out to the sick and shut in. Shout out to those who don't have anybody. You got me. You might not have no blood, but you got me. And I gave you my phone number. You have my email address. If you think I can be a blessing to somebody, share this video. Leave a comment. I thank you. I love you. I'm praying for you.